Well, I'm going to let the tractor warm up a little bit. It is frigid out here. It's in the single digits, and wind chill much lower than that even. Got to let this thing warm up. It's been starting great. It's had a few stalling episodes, but I've enriched the fuel a little bit, and it's been running great ever since. So we're going to let that warm up for a few minutes. We won't be sawing any logs anytime soon. This snow is going to stick around for a while, and these logs, those logs are frozen solid. We've sawn frozen logs before, but it's a lot harder on the bits, and you know, sometimes it's just not only cold, it's just miserable work in the wintertime. Don't mind doing it if the weather is nice, but sometimes you just gotta be inside. Since the snow's going to be around for a while, we're going to continue to work on inside projects. We have some man cave projects that I've been working on, and some trim that we've been doing in the kitchen that's been lingering for a little bit. So we're actually using the wood that we cut and dried over the past 4 or 5 years, and we're building shelves and making trim and milling our own products out of it. So it's going well, and it's nice to do inside on a cold day like this. We've got some work to do out here. I'm going to blaze some trails between the house and the barn and the workshop and the sawmill, so that it's easier walking. This snow is hard to walk in, and I've never done it before here, but I did a few years ago. But this year, I think with this snow, with the crust on top and with the icing on top, I just need to make some trails. So tractor's probably warmed up. Let's get going. Welcome back to 113.
Hello.
We're just clearing out some snow. Barns were covered, driveway was covered. Good thing we have an old John Deere to get us through.
Yes. The birds are fed.
Birds are fed, deer are fed. You can see the trails.
Oh, there you go.
We've got trails all over the place with fox and deer, all kinds of stuff going on. As usual, everything's going on. A lot going on at 113. We're going to fill up the deer feeder again and just keep them fed through this storm at least. Then we'll probably let them fend for themselves going into spring. We had about 12 inches. Of course, some predictions were that we were going to get 22 inches. We got 12. Most predictions were 6 to 10, so we did better than most.
Had some ice though.
Lots of ice on top of it. There was a crust. Made it a little more difficult to clear up. But more later, we're going to, we took some footage of some end of year, end of summer, end of harvest activities around here, and we'll be posting some of those coming up. Something to give us to do, something for us to do in the inside while it's so cold and snowy outside. So more later, and I think I'm going to go eat some soup.
Sounds good. Thanks for watching. Bye.
So here's our deer friends coming across every night. They bed back there. We give them a little food up there. They know right where to go.
Yep.
Birds come in, eat the corn.
Yeah, birds are right over here. They're so used to us.
We have videos of
We can get pretty close.
We have videos of fox and deer eating together, and rabbits and deer. It's a winter wonderland right now. We've gone through about 5 cords of wood already this winter, probably more than that. That's a record for us. That's usually what we would use, maybe in a full winter, but it's not even halfway through winter at this point. And we've used up 5 to 6 cords. Got a lot more up there, so I'm not worried about running out. You know, somebody told me one time, you can't make any money running an old circular sawmill like what we have. And there's some truth to that conversation, but at the same time, you have to consider byproducts like firewood. We have a lifetime supply of fuel to heat our house. Right now it's 79 degrees in the living room. We have to circulate it a little bit with fans if we want to, but it stays nice and toasty in there. Driveway's nice and clear. I don't like using quite as much salt as we had to this time around, but predictions were that we were going to have a lot of ice after the snow, and I didn't want to take any chances. Joy does have to go to work. I can stay home and work on projects, but I wanted to make sure that it was clear, and we do get a lot of deliveries too. So you know, we're all set for a while. We have our little garden lady. She's actually pushing a wheelbarrow under there. One of Mom's garden decorations that we brought up from the house. You can see the birds love that bush there too. We keep them well fed. Well, this is a lot easier walking. It was well worth it. I'm going to be back and forth to the shanty, to the workshop, several times in the next couple of days. So this will be a nice addition. Well, it's getting a bit too cold out here. I got to get inside. Joy keeps sending me pictures of lunch. Looks like Zuppa Toscana, literally Tuscan soup, I guess. Perfect way to end a day of shoveling and snow plowing. Joy did a lot of the shoveling. I did most of the snow plowing. As a phrase that Joy coined one time several years ago. I don't think she thought it would haunt her as long as it has. All I did today was rest on my tractor, so now this guy's ready to go in and rest at the lunch table. It always smells so good after being out in the cold for so long, coming into a house with some good old home cooking being made. So again, more later. but it is definitely time for that soup now. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.